Well, hello, all my tubular friends. It's been a long week since you have experienced the quality of the Vegematic Deluxe show, and welcome to tonight's show. And I hope everybody had a good week. This week wasn't so good for the people down in Mississippi, or I guess California now is getting another atmospheric river headed their way. But it's the end times and we need to celebrate this. We need to be joyous, to dance, to sing, to recite poetry, because otherwise your life means nothing. Well, your life probably means nothing anyway, but in our imaginations our life is everything. So although we are just some little bacteria forming around this big crust of Earth, and we decided that we're going to shit in our nest. That's what we're going to do as humans. Speaking of shitting in your nest, what is it with Americans and guns? I can't understand this, and maybe it goes back to the Wild West or something. I don't know. But you're having mass shootings on a daily basis. Why are all these mass shootings happening? You don't care. I know nobody gives a shit about anything anymore. And why should you? You can't even trust your own eyes anymore. With deep fakes going on, continued killing of each other on a massive scale, the continued killing of the environment on a massive scale. All this keeps happening. And we sit there looking at it and going, this is cool, this is fine, everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay. We'll never get away from that. Our technology won't lead us away from that. There's nothing we can do about anything anymore because it's all out of control. And if it's out of control, then I should be out of control also. So of course the big news this week is Herr Trump's indictment. Yeah, it means a whole lot, right? And it's going to go on for years, and it's just so weird, man. I never thought it would happen, and it happened because America, you were saved by a porno star. Right. Okay, so thank you, Stormy Daniels, for that. And now could we move on to the climate disasters that are facing us? Could we do that? Could we stop approving oil and gas leases everywhere, because we're already choking, okay? We're choking on our own bile. So don't talk to me about Herr Trump anymore. I mean, isolate him, exile him to an island like they did with Napoleon or something. I don't care what you do with him. I just don't want to hear about him anymore. But no, it'll be endless. And oh, it's the first sitting U.S. president to be indicted. Yeah, it looks good on him, I have to admit. I'm done with Twitter these days. I tell you, I am so sick of Twitter. I couldn't be bothered. And now Elon is selling his little blue check marks and hoping that you'll buy it along with one of his exploding Teslas. And it's not a town square anymore. It's more like it's clubbing people over the head from both sides. Yeah, I mean it's ugly. Twitter has just become a vast sewer, a plethora of poison. Sometimes capitalism makes me want to projectile vomit, and that's what's happening more and more. The more I look around, the more disgusted I get. I can't follow politics anymore because my brain can't take anymore. It's exploding. It's exploding with all the garbage that is spoon-fed to us on a daily basis. And I suggest that we should do a complete strike on the news. Like, just don't watch it, because watching it will also make you projectile vomit. And since you don't want to make a mess in your house, do not watch Fox News specifically, or America First, or one of those right-wing propaganda things. That'll make you projectile vomit twice as hard And it will be a mess. It will be all over your living room, your rug, your carpet, your drapes. I mean, everything. It's a mess. So be careful of the news you are spoon-fed. All kinds of stuff being spoon-fed to us right now. Just look over here. Don't look at this. Look at this. Don't look at that. Many, many people think that I'm too negative. But I am a great believer in the power of negative thinking. If you think negatively, you're never going to be disappointed. If you think positively, well, then you're an idiot, because nothing positive happens in a broken system. And systems across the world are broken. All kinds of systems. Every system you've ever seen is now broken, or in the process of being broken. Sometimes I ask myself, why do I keep doing this? What is wrong with me? You're an old man. Would you relax? Take some antidepressants and some Valium and just, snooze the rest of your life away. But I can't. There's this thing that drives me on and on and on. It's called thought. And it's something that's becoming increasingly rare. So rare, in fact, that even the great leaders of our great nations are incapable of it. Reason, logic, those things are very out of style. We are going to let artificial intelligence actually do our reasoning and our logic for us. And you will trust them. Start using stuff that you have no idea how it works or the implications or anything. Isn't it like splitting the atom and all kinds of weird shit that humanity comes up with that's going to solve all our problems and make a nirvana out of this world? No, I tell you, we're headed for a fiery cataclysm, and you better be prepared. Or not, you just throw up your hands and give up like me, and then become a doomer. Everybody's talking about, is AI becoming conscious? Yes, it's conscious. Of course it's conscious. You create Frankenstein's monster and it becomes conscious.
The monster created by a man they called mad is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men.
You have to kill it. Just like the townspeople in the old Frankenstein movies would run up with the torches and it's just monsters. Humanity always creates monsters. You just look through the history of humanity, and it's filled with monsters among us. And they somehow tend to worm their way into people's brains so that they think they've got some sort of answer. But really, they're just scary monsters hiding under your bed waiting to get you. Now, of course, I'm thinking about certain political rallies that go on and certain people that are scary as hell and dumb as a post and think that they know how to run things, and they get into positions of power. That is frightening. And all these people in positions of power, it's all that they're play acting. They're pretending to be presidents and prime ministers and everything, but deep inside they know they're just a normal piece of shit human that doesn't know their ass from their elbow. But it doesn't matter, because they have this image of themselves and they project onto everybody that I am the greatest thing that ever happened and I am going to solve all your problems. Yes, they're all over the world, these authoritarian assholes. Dictators everywhere. As things continue to deteriorate, the food supply gets smaller and everything, we need to feel strong. So we need a strong man in charge of things. Everything has gone absolutely batshit crazy in this world. As the world dissolves into a fiery chaos, let's remember that these people are no smarter than any of us. They may have the credentials that were bought by their rich parents. They may pretend to know more than us, But everybody's just playing a role. Politicians are all playing a role. Actors are, of course, playing a role. People on the tube, on the YouTube thing, are all playing a role. Hambone and Sam Mitchell are interchangeably playing a role. I haven't figured that out, and I told him that he should probably get some help for that. But who am I to argue, right? He got me over 1,000 subscribers, and I haven't even looked to see if it's gone down again, but that might be, and I don't care, because I will not be sucked in by saying how popular or unpopular I am. I've never been popular. Why should I start now? I don't care. Anyway, I hope you had a good week. I hope that many of you will take the time to reach out to your brothers and your sisters and your mothers and others and hold them close, because this whole thing is going down. As usual, you can leave your comments below. I hate even asking people to keep leaving their comments, but without them, my life is meaningless. So leave your comments. And if you are generously inclined, you can share this around, because I'm trying to show that just because you're old doesn't mean you can't be the worst cynical bastard on YouTube. So thank you for indulging in my cynicism. Diogenes would be proud of me. All right, we'll talk to you next Saturday, because I still might be around and I still might be in a pissy mood. And of course that entertains you all out there, doesn't it? Good night.